welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to be looking at a project to understand how they are managing to reach or get to 100 million market cap in a few days. This project is on Solana. It's a meme coin. And what strategy have they used altogether? What's the value proposition of this project? Just interesting learning type of video. I'm going to start in a bit. I just want to check the state of the stream as I'm streaming on multiple platforms. Give me a moment. Just a moment. If you are seeing this video, consider sharing it. This video will apply to you who may be interested in the token and want to do due diligence on it. It will also be interesting for founders, particularly those who are launching on Solana, a meme coin, especially with the technicalities surrounding that. On Solana, it's very difficult for a meme coin to find sustainable success, let alone approach 100 million Mcap within a few days. The project in question is called POX, and it's associated with a recent monkeypox. I'm not very familiar with news and all that, but on X, I found that there was a recent event relating to monkeypox and certain tokens came about. Now, interestingly, this project, they weren't so conscious about timing the narrative such that they are the first. So I think I've seen some other token attached to this narrative. Even so, they've been able to pull this off and become dominant in this narrative. So we will be finding out what exactly they did. What I've seen that is obvious is that they do a lot of spaces every day very actively. A space is going on right now involving monkeypox. And that's a core ingredient, I believe, of what has, a core ingredient behind their momentum, I believe so. But I've also seen that the people behind this, they are also behind this Bark Media. Days ago, it used to be an organization, I believe, and they had many affiliates. So on X, you can have an organization and then have affiliates. Now, if you're an organization, you will have the orange badge, and your affiliates will have the blue check with an additional icon indicating that they are an affiliate. But that seemed to have disappeared lately. Even so, they're managing to push this. Bark Media, by the way, is a marketing related company relating to Web3. But if you saw how this all started, you wouldn't think that they'll be able to pull off a token that approaches 100 million market cap, especially on Solana. I'll talk of Solana in the course of this video with intent. I'll explain the dynamics of how a token approaches the top in the course of this video. It's relevant to the discussion because it's a unique playing field compared to EVM chains and all that. Okay, so that's relevant to the discussion. So if you look at the chart, this is POX, and it is just gaining momentum. In fact, it hasn't reached 100 million market cap, but I strongly believe that in fact, they just started this in the same vein as I am thinking, okay, let me understudy POX. I saw that they are running this. They just put it up, basically. And the titles, uncoincidentally, is Monkeypox to 100 million. I believe that during the length of this live event ongoing, it will reach 100 million. So, but I don't believe the driver is only this, which as we're about to see. So this is how the chart is looking, and interestingly, liquidity is growing. Although, okay, this is approaching $1 million worth of liquidity. Now, I started out with this token, by the way. I saw it on X. They were trying to raise funds in a test event. Now, I don't think anything was promised during the test event. I didn't really know the history of it, but I just participated towards the end of it with a small amount. Now, I did get tokens in return, but there was no information about the tokenomics anywhere. I didn't get what I supposed to have as an allocation according to me. But I didn't, you know, I didn't make much effort to find out what the tokenomics is like. I just forgot about it. So I contributed around $150, which was the minimum contribution, one soul. In fact, that interested me. They were trying to raise funds and they put a minimum cap of one soul. So I thought, okay, uh, participants will be selected, those that have a minimum of one soul to contribute. That's one driver for me contributing. Another driver was, unlike other fundraising affairs where they raise too much funds and become overvalued at the outset, they only raised around $165,000. Now, that's another reason. So I waited towards the closing to ensure that they have not raised too much funds and sent in my own fund. So I did send one soul. At the time it was around 150. When I got my allocation, I found only $30 worth of allocation, which was 12,000 POX at the time. I didn't know why. Then I looked at their Twitter. I also saw something about eggs and all that, people getting eggs and celebrating it. I didn't know what the value of those eggs were at the time. And also, wow, thinking of it now, it's huge because one egg, based on my uh, what I now know, is already 130,000. Wow, we'll discuss that later on. So I did receive an egg. I received $30 worth of allocation. During that time, maybe the MCAP was 6 million or so. I'm not very sure when it launched. I didn't understand why it was so when they raised 165, but I didn't push further. At the moment, my allocation is worth around $900 or so. So I checked and I've been seeing the growth, daily growth basically. Of course, it tallies with whenever they are running those Twitter events, but there must be other reasons. Now, looking at the charts, one reason here may be their approach to marketing. Obviously, you can see here 300 buys. So they are, whether they directly or random people are market making the charts, you will see 0.01. Now, this is obtainable on chains like Solana if you really want to grow the charts, because the mechanics of how a token flourishes on there is different. Just as much as it has the potential of rising in value quickly, it can plummet in value to irrecoverable levels. It's not out of place. You see a token reaching a 1 million market cap and a 50,000 market cap the next day. It's not as stable as Solana. And what I've seen is the reason is because it's not a mentality on Solana in general to contribute liquidity as an approach to buy a token while earning fees. Hardly do you see on Solana, with respect to a meme coin, that people contribute liquidity. So the liquidity is usually not robust enough to, at the outset, such that the charts can be killed with ease. Any small $500 sale on the chart has very high price impact, and that volatility that comes with it creates tangible fear. Like three $500 sales, and the chart can go from, say, $100,000 MCAP to 80,000, and that stirs fears. People start to panic. then the charts will need to be grown again. Of course, it can grow back on the basis of $500 buys. But again, the liquidity is not robust enough for someone to come in with a $10,000 buy at once because of price impact. So at the very early stages, until the token manages to reach, say, a 1 million Mcap, where the LP becomes robust and has maybe like six 100,000 plus in it, it's going to struggle. Now, it's obvious here that there is some volume bought here with these buys. You'll see here 387 buys against 2,000 plus sales. Now, I don't know how much this costs, but it's relevant to why the chart is as is. Creates a type of FOMO, basically. Besides that, the FOMO that is being created in the chat rooms, I believe, is a factor. Ads, I'm not sure if they're running ads currently. They're not. I can't remember if they've run ads before. I would think that they have. But if not, I don't think they've run ads. They are quite organic for the most part. I've seen a boost with them, so that is likely a random person or them boosting the token such that it has the potential of a good trending position. So this is a new feature by Dex Screener. So for 12 hours, you can boost the tokens perform rankings and all that. So you'll see most of the tokens here. This has 500 boost, 500 boost. Okay, so I've seen a boost on this, although maybe it has expired. But a factor here that I'm seeing that is obvious is this. Okay, of course, tally that with now they may have timing on their hands as well. Who knows? This may be put off and timed with the space event that is currently ongoing. Now, with space event, how will it help? Because you're propagating this on X, where other people can see it. Many of the backers of this are influencers, part of the marketing of Bark Media. This person has 95K, 116K. Combined, they are pushing it as the space is ongoing. And we all know the FOMO that can come about from that. So these are basics that I believe is impacting matters. Now, if we look at this Twitter account, this was 28 minutes ago. All of my followers are gonna make 100K plus this year. Just watch. Biggest ATH loading POX 45 minutes ago. Let's quickly look. And this is let's see. This has a rally of comments in turn. Now the community I see is strong. Under every post you will see the conviction is there. So speaking of community, it appears there, and a strong one at that. I don't know the state of their Telegram, if they have that. Okay. Now, the value proposition of Bark Media grows stronger with this as well. They can now have a in their catalog, POX case study to showcase their effort when it comes to marketing Web3 projects. And that's why I opened the site before. I wanted to see if, so it looks like you can also apply to work with them. So maybe become a member of their organization and stuff like that. So we agree on a partnership that satisfies both sides. We launch the campaign dominating X. Okay, so this is for projects, basically, I believe, that want to make use of their service. If the POX succeeds, they are aiming at 1 billion Mcap, which I believe is possible, if they end up breaking 100 million Mcap, I believe so. Okay, so good to know. Now let's look at one more user before we go on to. I see this user as well, very frequent with covering POX. So here, huge Forbes is tracking POX. They are Oh, let's go down. 22 minutes ago, first 1,000 only. Taking notes. Set reminders must maximum interact, drop soul wallets. So they say something in their chat room of some algorithm tracking the level of participation with their space event and their posts. And then maybe there's the prospect of earning eggs. I'm not very sure, but we'll be learning about that in the course of this video. So you will see that there's already momentum surrounding this upcoming space event, which will come about later on. So this space event will end and this will take place. But there's already traction surrounding this based on the parameters of this post. This is ongoing with 1,500 in this space. Okay. Now, the memeability element is strong as well. They've used this to stand out altogether away from every other POX related token. So this is crafty, technical, with intent. It's not just a basic. There's artistry there, and this is the like how the memes look like. Okay, and they're mixing it with eggs. Okay, so we're already learning about the project. They have this as the main official account of the project. Mind you, interestingly, the okay, I think I saw them on Coin Market Cap or CoinGecko. I think they are on there already, but maybe not on Coin Market Cap. They've already applied September 3. So even without that traction, let's verify very quickly. They're already approaching 100 M. This is them here on largest gainers. Now they're even doing it with the state of the market. So it's a worthy understudy. Let's quickly check Coin Market Cap. So if they're not there, then there may be more traction from Coin Market Cap as well whenever they get there. By the way, I don't think they have any centralized exchange listings, but we'll verify. Okay, so they are not on Coin Market Cap yet. Interesting stuff. So now let's go back to CoinGecko. Okay, so obviously they are not on any centralized exchange listings yet. So $1 billion valuation is possible. I don't know if this is on purpose or they are waiting for centralized exchanges to list them organically. I'm not very sure, but they are on Radium, Meteora. Let's see the okay, not much volume on Meteora. Volume is coming from Radium. Okay, so now I'm looking at Meteora because some people may like this token and the level of volume that it has to earn fees by contributing LP on Meteora, which I believe some people are doing. Okay, so let's look at the Twitter very quickly here, then go to the website. Or let's start from the website. This is the website. And very quickly, you will see why the token may be rising in value. It may have to be with this being an SPL 404 token. There are not many of such on Solana. And on the EVM side, it's a new concept. Not many are ambitious or fit enough to explore this option. I've seen just a handful of tokens on the EVM side exploring this token variant. So basically, it's a hybrid of a meme coin and NFT. Now, this may be a driver, make it outstand compared to other meme coins, and maybe the underlying reason for its growth besides other things that we've recounted. So here it says total supply 1 billion POX in 500 POX NFT. So the whole supply comprises of 500 POX NFTs, with each POX NFT holding around 2 million 2 million POX tokens, I believe so. Okay, 2 million POX. Interesting stuff. Meaning that besides the tokenomics directly associated with the token based on trades here, there's also an NFT element to why people may be holding this instead of selling. Why the price floor may be uh, maybe strong and all that. Let's see holders here very quickly. So the topmost holder here, valuation wise, 3.7 million, 1.2 million. Now I don't know if they have this in their wallets. Wow. Now I'll assume that for some holders, having their tokens in the form of eggs, they will not be showing here in the top holder category, because at the moment when I calculated 2 million eggs is now $150,000, $151,000. Wow. Now, because I saw some people celebrating having received eggs, I don't know what the criteria was, but just around the time they launched, there were many people on X celebrating having got an egg. Inside an egg, we're talking 2 million tokens, now valued at 150,000. Now, I went to their Magic Eden and only to see that most of the eggs are unlisted. So maybe this is what is also stirring a strong floor, or part of the factors. If here volume owners 327, so I don't know if the the whole supply has been minted and distributed yet. I'm not very sure. I don't know if some people got more than one egg, but it's obvious here 327 unique users. And when you look here superficially, almost none. I mean, I don't even know how much. It's not showing here how much is listed. I don't know why, but many of them are unlisted. Now, I'm sure there are some bids for it, because if you use the sell now option, it's 120 SOL. So some people are bidding for, say, not many bids. I don't think there are many listings to bid on, but there is a bid here for 120 SOL, which is just around 15,000. Now, I don't know if people have sold or, anyway, interesting stuff. So this may be a factor in why the floor is holding as is. That's a side note. Now let's look here. How does MPL 404 work? MPL 404s are tokens plus NFT hybrid that are interchangeable and liquid. Now here it says HODL for potential value increase, utility, and holder rewards. So I don't think utility has kicked in, or holder rewards. I don't know what the holder rewards will be, but that's one of the core utility of an egg. One NFT can be swapped for 2 million. So another, let's call it a utility. You always have 2 million worth of POX in your egg. Provide liquidity and earn passive fee-based revenue. So I don't know where the pool is, if you are going to be staking your egg, if it's in play yet, or if they use a Meteora pool. I'm not very sure at this stage. So NFTs, 2 million POX can be swapped for a random NFT with a 3.3% POX fee. Okay, so now I would assume that wow, this is the interesting aspect of it. So I would assume that all the NFTs are the same, but it's obvious that they are not all the same. So there's a rarity element which I don't know about at this stage. But when you dare try to swap 2 million POX, which is 150,000 $100 for a random egg. You don't know what egg you will get, you know. Maybe maybe this 2 million is the minimum, the lowest rarity has 2 million pucks. So maybe at a worst case, you will get a low rarity with 2 million eggs, or you will get one that is higher with more pucks. And that may stir you to attempt it. I'm not very sure. And it says with a 3.3% pucks fee. So there's also a fee. Okay, sell on any marketplace that supports core NFT collections. There is a swap fee of 3.3%. When you swap, trade on any DEX that supports MPL tokens, 100% project treasury. So it looks like the tax, everything goes into the project treasury. So I don't know if the yield and all that comes from the project treasury, making it real yield. Who knows? I don't know all the details. And there's, until I look for those details, the POX story, I don't know fully. I can't tell fully based on this ordered imagery. POX list. So phase 2 is coming. So there's another, uh, you know, I don't know what is coming next. I don't know if the NFTs are evolutionary. I'm not very sure, but I will need to attend one of the spaces to find this out. But interesting stuff. I'm seeing more about the token than I knew before. Underlyingly, this dual tokenomics involving an NFT may have played a role. And, you know, this is a blueprint because I've not seen any. There's only one other such like token I'm on. It's on the base chain, and they've not fared particularly well on this model. So I will need to dig in further into this. Here it says the test begins. I don't know what this is. Now, on the website, it's not possible to do much there. The only thing you can do is swap. So basically, this swapper will allow you to swap. Let me connect. Let me look at info first. Okay, so this is the details that we are looking for. So 2 million pucks equal one magical egg NFT. The odds 5% chance for legendary, 20% chance for rare, 75% chance for common. Total supply 1 billion pucks equal 500 magical eggs. Hmm. So I'm yet to know what this eggs is about, really. I'll need to find out to see if people will want those eggs to buy pucks as a way of getting the eggs. So there are two ways: to buy pucks as a way of getting the eggs, or hope that someone is unaware of the value of the eggs and the person lists it for at an underpriced level on Magic Eden. Now I need to learn more about these rare eggs. I don't know where to learn more about them and stuff like that. Let's see. Can't even click on it. I don't know why, if it's because it's unlisted, I'm not sure. Okay. Wow. Okay. Uh, we're about to conclude now. I'll have to do another video to after uncovering more information. I wanted to uncover as much information as possible in this video. Oh, so there's more here. Wow. So this is more. So here, if you want to swap, you can either buy POX, bring it here, swap. You can also swap from your NFT to POX. 69% token fee. I don't know why the fee is high. They may adjust that later on. Maybe at this stage it's being deterred. I'm not very sure. But let's look at this. So there is more to the story. So reward pool value revealing soon. Your total locked value. I don't know what's here. It's likely a staking portal. Okay, staking portal. Maybe the rewards is based on the treasury. I'm not very sure, but I've now seen the elements of the project that is giving it its virality. There's also a suspense element. Of course, this is a very strong driver. The the nature of the tokenomics is a strong driver as well. And let's quickly scan here. For this project, you will need to go back, into the history a bit, because I don't know the history of those eggs, what they contain, why people may be interested in the eggs. So you see this, this is memeable. And I also don't know what, every time they talk about your interactions on X, that there's an algorithm tracking your interactions. So I don't know if you can win an egg and all that on the basis of your interactions with their posts and all. So I'll need to uncover that, dig into that a bit more. So once you find, you can see, we're not sure why, but suspect. Okay. Okay. So it's an interesting project. I will be digging into it more. Based here, a good resource will be the Telegram to ask your questions. I'll likely ask questions there and come back in another video with the information. Interesting project overall. Uh, yeah, so this was not a Palm Fund related launch, mind you. They raised funds by telling people to send funds to their Solana wallet, and that's a bit of the history there. So I'll be ending this now. You can share this video. You can also contact me if you desire to via this Twitter or on AirDrop C. Generally, the avenues to reach me are there, both Telegram and wherever you're watching this video. Consider subscribing and sharing. It's Web3 Wikis on all platforms at the moment. I did have a YouTube that, but it got terminated. I'm starting again on the YouTube side. Stay awesome. Let me check. Let me see if there is any engagement at all. I've never had even one comment engagement on a Twitter broadcast. Okay, so that's about it for this video. Stay awesome. Take action.